Welcome back to my playthrough of Hexen Beyond Heretic as a Cleric on the Pope difficulty, played through GZDoom. Today we are beginning with the 8th part, where we continue into the Shadowwood, so let's go. Alright, where we last left off, we flipped some switches, but we haven't gone through this part yet. But we're going to do that right now. First thing we're going to do is kill this Afrit and snipe these serpents, all while dodging the blast from the other serpent. And if you fall, you think you might be boned, but you know, we got this. Also these. So you might as well grab them while you're here. Also flip this switch in order to open this area up, and you can just jump back up here if you want. Simple as that. Still gonna snipe these guys. And this guy too. Yeah, that's all nice. It's all fine and dandy. But you do want to go down here either way. And preferably get these stalkers out of the way. What you want to do is flip this switch. And then go up here for real. Because that's how you activate these platforms. While we're here, we might as well jump on them while they're raising up, so these things don't start shooting at you. Because when they're raised all the way up, they'll shoot some daggers, so yeah. Well, not daggers, but darts. By the way, there's an item here called a Dark Servant. And what it does is spawns a Molitar, but the Molitar is your friend. But we aren't going to use it. Because as much as a friendly Molitar is good, also don't need it. You don't need nothing. But we flipped the switch so we can raise the stairway over here. Now we actually have to go up and climb it. So let's jump up here, go up the stairway, avoid the projectiles that are being shot at us. There's quite a few of them. And flip the switch so these projectiles stop firing. So now that's done, we are going to go down again. And you know what, let's leech some health off of these guys. Yeah, that works. And now we can finally go into this area. And look at this place, there are trees here, but you can destroy them. This is kind of cool. But we are also going to go and kill some more guys. Like these Ettins. And these guys. And enter this area. After killing pretty much everything. Here's another porker later. And we might use the first one that we got. Depending on the situation. But, you know, we gotta kill all these guys. In this room with the wavy water, which is also a kind of cool effect. But yeah, we gotta kill all the stalkers in order to clear this area out. It's kind of hard to tell where they are most of the time, except for the fact that they leave behind little sprites sometimes in the water. So, if you're confused about this area, look at the Minotaurs here, or perhaps they are Molitars too. One of them's not lit. Just make them litty, and you're good to go. Here's another staff, in case you're like doing a clean start of the hub. Goodness gracious, I can't even imagine, but it is possible. But anyways, here's a centaur. We're just gonna put some gas there from the flechettes, because it totally stuns them. We got some disc of repulsion, which we can use, but I'm not going to for one centaur. Instead, I'm going to open this area up and flip the switch, which opens up a new area with a switch that opens up another new area that doesn't have a switch. And now we are going to go out here. There's a portal right there, but you don't want to take it, not yet. Instead, you want to kill this big boy. And these guys too. Thought you were dead. Now you are. Now if you go into here, you want to flip the switch. It won't open this door, but it'll open something else that you'll need. All the way over here with these stalkers just chilling in the water. Let's get them out of our hair. Provided they actually want to show up. Because yeah, these guys shoot projectiles too, which is fun. But then again, so do you. So it's not that bad. So flipping that switch in the building there allows you to reveal this switch, which reveals this drawbridge lowering. So yeah, now we can go into this castle area. If you want, you can flip that switch. And we are going to go in here and start burning everything. All of it. Especially this area up here. We're gonna clear it out and kill the serpents that are on these like ramparts. You too, buddy. I may be out of green mana now, but I'm not out of blue mana. And even if I was, I still got the mace. If you want, you can jump over here, but all there is are some crystal vials. But that's fine. Tell you what, let's use that mace. It's been a while. Perfect. So there are several places you can go, but the first place you want to go is into here. So you could kill these Etten. And you know what, let's use the mace. And now let's go into this well. Grab some mana. You can press either switch, and you'll hear a door open in the distance. Now, where is that door, you might wonder? It is all the way back here. It is this door, and it allows you to get an icon of the defender, a castle key, and plenty of other items, including flechettes, if you happen to need those. But we are going to make use of all these keys that we have. The castle key we just got should open this door. And you want to open it up so you can get the centaur boy out. Let's put this flechette right on him. Or not, since he's already dead. And you want to go into this area so you can break this armor and flip the switch. While we're at it, we'll grab a single flechette and these 2 vials. Now let's drop down here. And you know what? Let's kill this boy. Since he wanted to show up. Okay, so flipping that switch allows you to go down here. I'm just going to kill this guy real quick. But I'm not going to go down there yet. I am instead going to go here. Now, if you got one of the keys in the previous part, I believe it's the cave key, it will allow you to go into here. So make sure you grab all the keys. Drop down here, you may take some damage. It's kind of obligatory unless you use a dark servant to like stop your fall or something along those lines. When you go back here, this bridge appears, which is nice for when you want to go back. But I tell you what, you want to go down here to clear out all this gunk in this dank cave. And the place you want to go is over here, so you can flip this switch and solve 1/6 of the puzzle of the Shadow Wood. By the way, there's another portal here. If you want, you can take that. But, we aren't going to. Instead, we're just going to make sure all these parts are cleared out. Which, they should be. And of course, we're going to go back and actually go through that bridge. This, kind of bridge. If you fall, use the Chaos Devices. You should have plenty of them at this point. And, let's just go and use the bracer here. Kill the Afrits. At this point, you might be low on ammo. If you got the crater from the wastelands, you should have ammo for this part. You can use it to get ammo even, but I didn't grab it. You don't need it. You can just use the mace, really. Because after you dispose of the Etten, there are only Afrits here. We are going to use the sippy juice. Also clear out this fellow right here. I know it takes around 6 hits in order to take the Etten down with the mace, but you know, it's not that bad. You can flip the switch if you want to go up here. And I tell you what, we are going to mace these two. If you want, you can open this area up. We're going to go through here first because this is the place with ammo. And there's also something I want to grab. Flip this switch, and this lift will reveal itself. You want to go up it. You'll have plenty of ammo. And here's what I recommend you do. Try using the porculator when the centaurs, excuse me, when they aren't deflecting, because they can deflect your porculator spell and turn you into a pig. So yeah, watch out for that. But if you can time it perfectly, shouldn't be a problem. But what is a problem is this area right here. I like darts. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's just roll right through it. Grab the swamp key, and look at this mess. If you try to go through here, it'll just teleport you back, but there's an easy way out of this. If you have a Chaos Device, just use it. Yeah, screw all that mumbo jumbo with the fires and the timing. You don't need to do any of that. Like, seriously, you don't need to do any of that. Right, so now we're going to go back down here, clear out this mess, and finally go up here for real. Grab some combined mana. If you drop down here, you'll just be sent back down to the area where you're at before. Go into this area, which requires the horn key. Make sure you get that. It's one of the first things we got in the previous part, I believe. We're just gonna kill the rest of these guys. And let's use the Firestorm too, because there's some tanky enemies here. Like this big brown serpent boy. These guys too. Wonderful, so now you can flip this switch, and another 6 of the puzzle has been solved on the Shadow Wood. Isn't that wonderful? Well, when you're done with all that, you can probably go through here. But let's kill this guy first and make sure this whole area is cleared out. Because you can grab stuff like the flechettes there. Well, that's pretty much it. Now, going through this portal will send you to the wasteland again. Yeah, wasteland. I keep thinking it's the wilderness. But we want to be back here for a very specific reason. Not to get killed by those things, no sorry. But instead, we're going to do some killing ourselves. in here is nothing in particular. But, you know, this is the path you want to go through, so you can kill these guys. Of course, still avoiding these. And going into another area with nothing in particular in it. You want to go through this part to kill these guys. Still avoiding the spikes in the ground. So you don't get freaking impaled. Because you never know when they can emerge. Unless you are a coding guru and have intricately checked the source code for this game regarding when they rise up. But it's best not to take your chances either way. So let's just go into here, and you know, you'll fight some centaurs, but let's just use the flechette on them. And you know what? Yeah, I feel like inhaling the vapes. Now in this area there are a lot of these guys, so use the flechettes as much as you want. You get plenty of them. You can use the mace to kill these guys. And here's a serpent boy. Sneaky serpent boy, even. But he's guarding a porculator. Now you don't want to go any further because you'll fall and die. And you wouldn't want that to happen, would you? No, you wouldn't. Instead, you want to continue on through this area. Gun down the rest of these guys. With your weapon, which is most certainly not a gun. But hey, look, you get the boots of speed here, so if you like speed running, these are perfect for you. Well, let's continue through this path. And just torment these guys. Continue tormenting them by placing some well-placed flechettes. And while we're at it, we can use the, excuse me, sir. Yeah, you see how powerful the disc of repulsion is with the flechettes? It's really strong. But anyways, we are going to continue through this part. This area opens up when you cross a certain line up, which we just crossed. Now, those caverns could be a little mazy, but you should cross the line depth if you killed all the centaurs in this area, without a doubt. Let's kill more centaurs, because there's some more stuff we can grab. Like these 2 quartz flasks, might as well grab those. Or at least one of them. Over here are some stalkers, but let's use the speedrunner boots, so it can go all the way over here quickly. Open this area up, which requires a swamp key, which is what we got earlier. Let's get these guys out, in fact, because they are quite a menace in close quarters with the Cleric. Unless you kill them both. Well, there's 3 of them, but still. Let's kill this guy slowly, even though we have the boots of speed. Flip the switch, light some candles. Let's go back out here, because we gotta go fast. And then let's quickly eliminate the stalkers. You can go into the water here, no problem. It's not gonna damage you or anything. I know it's green and scary, but Hexen is a different game. There aren't damaging floors willy-nilly. Certain textures are damaging floors. It's a peculiar way of formatting a map, but whatever. Anyways, flipping that switch in there opens this area up. Allows you to go to that temple area. But before we do that, we are going to use some quartz flask. And not die. Instead, we're just going to bait these guys around. All while sniping these guys. And killing the rest of these serpent boys and pretty much everyone else. And of course, my projectiles from the firestorm miss. Except there. When I'm pretty much out of ammo, whatever. Now we're just going to continue tormenting these centaur. Or centaurs. Grab a crater of might, but you know, of course, you'll be fighting some Eden when you grab that. And also, the torch lights up. Just to further affirm how doomed you are. You can dodge the projectiles like a pro if you want. And oh no, we're out of ammo. But yeah, just take a step of the crater and you should be hunky-dory. Should have enough mana. Now where did that centaur go? Did he already die or something? I think he did. Well, let's open this door. Kill some more of these guys. And over here, flip the switch. It's pretty obscure, but it's something you want to flip. You can go straight into this portal, but we're not going to do that. Instead, we are going to clear out the rest of this area. Grabbing this quartz flask we didn't grab earlier. And going back through certain other parts, like this one. Kill this guy. And this is where you can grab another crater of might. This is very useful. So now that we have that, we can probably go into the portal. And it'll send you back to Darkmere. But instead of going anywhere in specific through Darkmere, we're just going to go straight through this part. And go straight through this portal, which will send you back to the main hub. 7 portals. Because we're going to make a quick truck stop. Grab some more flask and whatnot. But also go back into this temple area. Because we got the swamp key. And I don't know if you noticed from the previous video, but there was an area in here that required it. So let's go and find that area. See if I can remember where the darn place is. Right. It's right here. And when you open this area up, you go right into this part. And you will find another portal, which will have combined mana right behind it, but there's another place you want to go to while you're in here. It's down in this part. Just so you can kill that guy right there. 1/6 of the puzzle has been solved in the Shadowwood. Ooh. So now that part's solved, we can go back into Darkmere. Just bant on that guy, just because you can. Grab some stuff while we're here too. And let's just double check this area. I think we're full on pretty much all the other items. But we're just going through here just to have a kind of victory lap at this point. Of course, there are other items we can check for. But the other place you can go to when you're done grabbing everything is through here. you want to go through here so you can use the key right there. If you want, you can grab that mana, but you want to take the portal, which will send you to this area. And of course, there will be enemies here, but that's to be expected. Now, you want to go up this lift that appears after a certain amount of time, so you can kill some more enemies, including the Serpent Boy. Make sure your sippy juice is at the ready. And also flip the switch. That's another 6 of the puzzle. Have you been counting how many switches we flipped so far? And have you been counting how many switches we flipped already in the previous part? Well, I'll just tell you this. This hub is going to be much shorter, or less segmented, than the 7 portals. But hey, this guy's dead. These guys are gonna die. And we're sent back into this part. Yeah, see how it all looks familiar? How it all comes together? Yeah. Well, let's go back into the main hub, because we flipped a bunch of switches, and when you flip all the switches, that can only mean one thing. And I'll show you what that thing is up here. Well, provided you can actually jump up there. You can make it to the secret level. And this is a sacred grove, and immediately you will be greeted by Hexen. Tons of them. Well, maybe not tons of them, but, you know, it's quite a lot compared to what we've been through before. But hey, you get some Disc of Repulsion out of this area. So yeah, this is a secret level, activated only when you flip all the switches in the previous part. And when you flip this switch, a door opened on the Forsaken Outpost. Ominous, as usual. This is the case for pretty much all Hexen levels. Everything's ominous, everything's mysterious. But this is a simple secret level. You can only get it by flipping all 6 switches in the hub here, scattered throughout all the other levels, but it's worth it to get that secret done with. And when you're done with that secret, you can make a trip back into this area and fight all these guys. And let's wake all these guys up. Let's get them out, because we're nearing the end of the hub already. So let's get these guys out and finish them off with the Disc of Repulsion. Maybe 2. See how it just insta-kills them? Yeah, it's ridiculous. But anyways, that's it. That's pretty much most of the hub. There's only one more part we have to do, but we are going to do that in the next video, so stay tuned for that. But until then, toodaloo.